Hello and welcome to Facebook Live, live from Bolton!
Yay!
Yeah, they're all here, all turned up, like a rabble, look at them out there. I'm here with Melly today. Now, if you want to get involved live on Facebook, this is all brand new. It's all sort of a modern world we live in, Melly.
I don't do modern worlds and technology.
You just stay with me.
I'll stay where I am.
We're live here, so if you want to either ask any questions or you would like to order our next item, Brother Scan and Cut, there's a link on there that you can push, takes you straight through, loads of great deals, and remember to be part of this. It's as interactive as it is when we're on the telly, so we'd love to hear from you. Melly, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're just round the corner.
I know, 25 minutes away.
I've just entered the world of all our guests that live up north.
Yeah.
I've done the journey. I totally get it now.
Do you get
when they
it?
go, oh, A1, A1, M62.
That's my life. Welcome to my life.
Seriously, I totally get it now. But it's a lovely warm welcome up here.
Yeah,
what are we going to be talking about in this first little show today?
Well, I thought we'd do a brief overview of the CM700, and then we'll make a word card, I think.
Welding.
Welding.
What a feeling. I'll tell you about that later on, because Melly used to be a welder.
Don't encourage me.
Now, at any point, you've got a question from the audience. I might take my
questions.
Magic Mike. All right, Magic Mike's going to come out and see you, girls. All right, so if you have any questions, don't forget to put your hand up. All right, if you've got any questions, think about it, and I'll come out with my Magic Mike. They're all smiling now.
Tells all the girls that, you know.
Come on then.
Right, so CM700
is
different to the CM600 in the fact that it's Wi-Fi enabled. And you can scan in the bigger mats. So that's a big positive. The price that we've got is ridiculous.
Follow the link, follow the link.
Ridiculous. It still has a smaller screen, but actually when you're working with it up close, it's fine. So I thought we'd just have a quick look at what's inside the machine, because you actually get 631 images pre-installed in here. Just had a lady come and say, why would I need one? Can you imagine that question? Right.
What did you say?
Where do I start?
But could you limit? We've only got 20 minutes.
Well, interestingly, we started talking about toppers and ovals, because if you have, for example, a hunky-dory topper that's a certain size of oval, but not all ovals are the same, are they? Because you can get some tall, skinny ones or some wider, short ones, whichever oval you want, you can make in this machine, even though there's only one oval pre-installed into its memory.
You only need one.
You only need one. So if we go into our basic shapes, you can see you've got page 1 of 10 here. We can scroll down and we find the oval. We click on that, and we're just going to rotate that because we can. It's now 100 millimetres high by 75 millimetres wide. So what if you've got a topper that's 110 by 63.
You go and buy some other cardstock.
No, you'd have to go and buy another die.
Oh.
And hope that works.
How much are they? About £10, £12 each just for a die?
Just for
you
a die?
buy one die to do one project.
So if we take this up to 110 high.
Yeah.
We're now at 83 wide, but we want 63 wide. Thank you, because it's really annoying me that. Thank you. So if we use this button here, which is unlock aspect ratio, right over my head, right? Don't even know what that means. Tech talk. Don't do tech talk.
Don't do tech talk.
It means that you can separate the height and the width, so you can make it wider without making it higher.
Can you make it higher without making it wider?
Correct.
Hands up who wants that. At home? Yeah, we want that.
Yeah, box of chocolates is my unlock aspect ratio. It's wider and not taller. So if I use that one, I can then take that down to 63, and then I've got my perfect size for that topper. And that's the joy of having this. So the circle alone, you've got 295 different sizes of circles. So if you paid £1 for each one of those, you've covered the cost of your ScanNCut.
Sorted in one job,
in
one instance.
Yeah.
You paid for it, and that's the thing about the Brother ScanNCut. We say this on the live shows a lot. It's a one-off payment, and it isn't a cost; it's an investment.
Yeah.
Because you cover that very, very quickly. And what I love about it is it supersedes itself. And I've come up with this, and it's the only machine I know that you don't have to keep buying a new machine.
No,
Think of anything you buy in this world, a TV, or if you buy anything electronic equipment. Once your phone's a classic, isn't it? You know, every year there's a new one. You go, oh, I want the new one. With this, they just give you the software now, you update it, and then you're where you were. So you're actually buying a machine for life,
Absolutely.
really, aren't you?
So the people that bought it 3.5 years ago, the CM600, they have got a completely different machine than they had when they bought it, all free. But then it will also now, it will scan, it will cut, it will draw, it will colour, it'll emboss, and it'll foil. So it just gets better and better. And what I love about Brother is they don't bring out another machine that's called the ScanNCut E.
No.
You have to buy to emboss. It's the same machine, and that's the joy of it. And their customer service, I have to say, is second to none. I had a question this morning, and I've rung the guy in Manchester, and he's come back with an answer. It's
brilliant.
It is really, really
so
good.
So you said we're going to do some welding.
We'll do a shaped card, right? So we're going to do your name.
What?
It'll like that.
Gorgeous.
No, that's too long. Just Dean.
Just realised there's people behind me, and I'm bent.
Steady. Yeah, that's why you're doing it, won't you, now?
Is this got very busy around this area, isn't it? Down the side here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
Check you out.
I'm wondering now, I should have wore some underwear.
Stop it. And you can tell he's not in studio, can't you? Dean Wilson.
I'll have a cup of tea.
So, we're going to go into the fonts.
I've gone red.
So you should. And we've got 7 different fonts in here. So when we talk about a font, I was going to say something really naughty then. I'll stop myself.
Mel, filter.
Right, so let's go into a font. So you've got 7 fonts. So uppercase, lowercase, numbers, punctuation.
What, the font's going on?
I don't know. So we're going to choose, let's choose this one. And you need to bring the letters on individually, all right? Because if you bring it on as a word, it sees it as one shape. So you can't then separate those letters, and we need to separate them to be able to move them to overlap. All right, so we're going to bring the D in first, and you just press OK, and you set that on your mat.
Yeah.
And then you want to add. So we go back in. You can mix your fonts as well if you want to. It's entirely up to you.
Don't mix your fonts.
Not on a Friday.
Not on a Friday.
No,
don't mix your fonts on a Friday.
So then we're going to do each individual letter.
All right.
And once you've done this once, you can save it, so you never need to do it again. You can save it into the cloud, which isn't a cloud. You can save it into the cloud. You can save it onto a USB, or you can save it into the machine's memory.
Fabulous.
Right? So what I want to do, first of all, is group all this together, because I want to make them bigger. So instead of doing each individual letter...
Which you can do.
We can do, but we're going to do them as a whole. Now, this was part of an update. So when we first brought out the ScanNCut, it had a group button, but it didn't have an ungroup button.
Okay.
And as a crafter, that really annoyed me. So I went back and said, right, we need you to be able to ungroup that so that we can group shapes together, resize them in the correct ratio, ungroup them, and then we can move them around. So they've done it, and that was part of the free update.
From a design point of view as well, isn't it? It gives you more freedom and creativity. Yeah.
So let's group them all together. So the first thing that we do is go to the box that looks just like the mat. And a single red box has the word select at the side. So right now, anything I do will only affect the letter N. But I want it to affect all of it. So I want to choose multiple red boxes.
Okay.
I want to choose everything that's on the mat. I want to press OK. And then next to it, there's a box that has 2 separate shapes with 1 red box round.
Which it sort of says what it is.
Group. Yeah. So we group that. And then to make it bigger, we need to pull it away from the edge because it needs to be able to expand.
Because if you try to do it near the edge, it won't because it thinks it's near the edge.
Absolutely.
There you see.
So we're going to our resize box and we're going to make this bigger. And we're also then going to separate the height and width, which is why I showed you it in the first place, because I want it to be a little bit taller. A bit like yourself. All right? So I've now got...
We've lost the crowd. Did we bore them? Have they gone? They got bored, did they? Sorry, ladies, I might have just lost third of my crowd there. It's just there.
Right, so we're now going to ungroup this. So you click on the same button that you group with, you ungroup, but then you need to finish that off with an OK. So it's like the full stop at the end of the sentence. So now we've got all our letters, all right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move these letters across so that they overlap. Because when you're welding, you can't have 2 pieces of metal that just touch. They have to overlap slightly. Same with the letters. They have to overlap so that they can then join to be one piece. So we're going to go into our directional arrow buttons, and I'm just going to move this across. And then I'm going to zoom right in.
Don't worry if they slightly overlap, because that's the whole point. We're trying to make things stuck together, aren't we?
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. And then we're going to move the N across. And then we can zoom in now up to 400%. So if I zoom right in, we can then see
lights.
Your name in lights. So you then see that the E's over the D, the A's over the E, and the N's over the A. All right?
Yeah.
So now what we want to do is we want to do the select thing again. So we select everything on the mat. We press OK, but this time we weld. So now the circle and the triangle has become one shape. So that's weld.
2 become 1.
2 become 1. So now we've got our welded word.
Look at that.
So now
are you keeping up at home? You keeping up at home? Yes. If you've got any questions, remember on Facebook, type in now and they'll come through and we'll get them live on the stage. And if you've got any questions, I'll be out in just a second. I've got a few people who've started like this and they're like, So I'll go at... That's not locked down, is it? They were there, but then they weren't.
That's like, what's it, Oldie Fools and Horses, isn't it, on the bar?
Oh, we've gone. Yeah, because I always think that one day I'm going to go, and we're gone.
And I would laugh. Right, so now we're going to go to the resize box, and we're going to do 2 of those. So this, for me, number should say quantity, but it says number.
Let it go.
I know. So we're going to do 2, right? So the bottom one I'm going to keep as it is, because that's the right way up. And this one, I want to rotate it so it's back to front, and then flip it.
You're going to make a Dean card?
I am.
Shall I give it away?
Yeah. So we're going to do our resize box again, because in your resize box you've got all these. So you've got your flip, your rotate, etc. So we're going to rotate Dean first. I'm going to make your back to front, upside down, and then we're going to flip. So we've now got a back to front, upside down, Dean. So if I bring
hang on, a back to front, upside down. It's like me in bed this morning. Well, I was in the wrong bed. I wasn't in my normal bed. I didn't know where I was when I woke up. I had a dream I was eating marshmallows, woke up, pillow missing. They're the oldest to the funniest, aren't they?
Right, so directional arrow buttons again. Now, because we're making this into a shaped card, we need it to be symmetrical when we fold it. So this time you need to move the bottom shape up and then the top shape down, so that the same amount of spaces, so they overlap. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
1, 2, 3, 4. So you always have to do the same, you said, don't you? Always exactly
because otherwise when you fold it, it's not symmetrical.
Oh, I'd hate that.
Yeah, it's got to be symmetrical. So
by the way, really busy on Facebook. I've got to say, I've just been told that it's very, very busy. Hello, everyone on Facebook land there. Hi.
I don't do Facebook normally.
You couldn't make it to Bolton, so you're there. Debbie's there. Hello, Debbie. I know you're watching out there in Facebook land. So Steve, hello to Steve. They're like that. How does he know? We just know you're there. So hello to everyone, and don't forget that link that's on your computer or your laptop, whatever it may be, you got that out. It takes you to this product if today is the day, and this is day. How about this? Got a new one for you.
Go on then.
Is it one day or day one?
Day one.
Boom. It's day one today, not one day. Because one day I'll get one.
Yeah, no.
Make it day one.
Day one.
Flip it.
Absolutely. On its head.
You can applaud if you like.
Isn't
it awful?
Don't encourage him.
Isn't it awful when an entertainer has to ask for applause? You know your end of your career when you have to ask for it.
Didn't want to say it.
Are you taking pictures of my backside?
Entertainer?
Oh, you're watching live? Oh, let me look.
See, that's too scary for me.
Right, this is us watching you, watching us. It's live, popping up right now. Look, we're live on Facebook. What's your name? Helen. Yeah, I won't swipe because you never know what you're going to get. Shall I swipe?
Shall I tell you something really scary?
Go on.
My granddaughter came the other day. She turned 2 yesterday. She went over to my television and we were going through Netflix.
Yeah.
Like that, and you know, you can scroll across and all these different cartoons come up. And I'm going, this one, no. This one, no. So she went over to the television and she stood there and went like that to try and swipe it. I was like, this is ridiculous. She's 2.
2?
She's 2. Why does she know what to swipe? Anyway, back to this. So we're now going to select everything on the mat. So you can see it's quite repetitive as well. The more you do something, the more you'll learn. Now we're going to weld.
Sorry. Stop. Yeah, right. Sorry, give it.
Oh.
It's very warm.
So now, stop it. Now we're going to weld. So now we've got an upside down, back to front Dean shaped card, like that.
Lovely. And we're going to print it out. Print it out, cut it out.
Yeah. Shall we try and add a perforation line in there?
Add a perforation line? What, live on Facebook?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Right, so...
Please do it.
Please do it. Yeah, please do it. So we're going to add, and we're going to go into our borders. And in this machine, and in the 900, you've got a perforation line. Yeah. So we're going to set that. So now what I need to do is align that so that it's in the middle.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to select everything on the mat and press OK. I want to move it, so I'm going to go into my directional arrow buttons, and I'm going to align it. So the alignment function, again, was another free update. So you can now align it. So if I align that like there,
beautiful.
So horizontally and then in the middle, that's then my perforation line. So what I need to do then is make that longer. So I'm going to use this. to go to my perforation line.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stretch that out.
So anything you want to do with this at any time, and any image and any design, you're in control.
Absolutely.
And it literally is learning the buttons. And there's not that many buttons to learn, but they're so important. And I think this is why Mel and I have many times on the telly said, permission to play.
Yeah.
You know, play, make mistakes, do it wrong, get it out, and it's all gone completely sort of, oh, that's not working, because you'll learn by the mistakes. You never learn by getting it right. So, you know, and it's only a bit of card, and the thing is, not as if it's going to run out of ink or anything like that.
No.
You'll just keep cutting.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. If you don't get it right the first time, just have another go.
Absolutely.
And then when it clicks, do you get people go, once I know it, I know it.
It's like a light bulb goes on, and
exactly.
then that's it. And the more you use it, the more you'll learn. And also, a top tip for you keeping your mat sticky, if you go to Pinflare and get some repositionable stencil glue, put a pea-sized amount on a damp sponge and dab it on your mat, you can re-stick your mat.
Or they're available
like
for sale
just like
at
that.
Crate and Craft.
Absolutely.
Or you can buy a new one. So I think the boss is watching. Or buy a new one on the stand.
You'll need to buy a new one eventually.
Who's got a goodie bag, by the way? Okay.
All right. So, cool.
Right, if you're watching at home and you're on Facebook, hello to Ali, who's watching on Facebook as well. Angela's watching on Facebook. Hi to you as well. Who? Marianne. Very nice. Sam's on there. Listen, if you're, and all these little messages pop, please type your messages in or questions. And remember that you can use that link if you want to buy yours today, because I know many people come to the shows or watch live shows, see me and go, do you know what, today's the day. Make it day one, not one day. That's my new one for this week.
I like that.
And the thing about it is, as soon as you get it, you'll realise, I should have bought this before. And everyone says the same thing. You guys out there, let me get the magic mic. Here we go. I'm going out. I'm going in
rogue.
now. I may be some time.
All right.
I'm on a rogue mission. Who's got a brother ScanNCut? Did we say? What's your name, darling? Linda, come down. Linda, did you... Oh, hang on. She's only used it twice.
Why?
Oh, hang on. She hasn't had time.
Time, I can forgive you, but this will make time for you, you see.
Now, she's going to show me. She's going to show me it on her phone. She's going to show me it on her phone.
Yes.
I've got to switch this on, apparently. Is it on now? There you go. It was on, but I switched on. Linda, can I, look, Tim, I'll come up to Tim. Look. She's only used it twice. Look at that.
Can't see it.
Well, come over here.
I ain't got my glasses
That's
on.
amazing. You've only used it twice. Seriously, twice.
That's fab.
So she used it twice.
That's
So
awesome.
if that's out of the box. No,
Are they stamped images?
No, it's... Can I say it?
Yep.
It's a CD.
Right. And you scanned it in and cut them out?
No, yeah, I scanned it in and I've cut them out.
Awesome.
It's my granddaughter's birthday tomorrow.
Oh. Did you say when you first got it, I wish I bought this before? Did that hit your mind? Oh, I'm so glad I bought this.
Yeah, I am glad I bought it, but
There.
I'm only just... That's only the second time I've used it.
That is a perfect interview, because if you can do that the second time you use it... Who else has got a brother ScanNCut? Gentleman here, sir. What's your name, sir?
Dave. And I've not used it yet because I only ordered it last night.
All right,
Oh, good man. How exciting. Which model did you get?
which one did you get?
Only the 300.
Excellent.
Can you upgrade it with all the things up to the 900?
If you go to Brother Solutions Centre, UK, go to downloads and follow the instructions, you'll get everything apart from the hardware updates, which is the 12 by 24 inch scanning bit
So
and
we've
the
got two
Wi-Fi.
newbies. I'm looking for someone who's had this for a
absolutely.
while. Let me come round here. Let me go round to the... Oh, hello. Come in up here so we can see you. Come over here. What's your name?
Leslie.
Leslie. How long have you had your brother ScanNCut?
As long as it's
18
compatible.
months.
18 months. Now,
Yeah, as long
have
as
you
it's-
used it
Every day.
every single day? What's your favourite thing you've done, Leslie?
I made the church.
Yeah.
And I've done the bandstand.
Yeah. Now, what do you say you got out of that? Because we say you make things, but we've been trying to encourage people to just craft. Don't craft for someone else. Don't craft for selling. Do you just craft for you?
Yes, sometimes. Yeah.
And how, did you enjoy it?
I really like it.
Yeah?
I enjoy my brother ScanNCut.
And it's your own time.
Yeah.
So 18 months, brand new, hasn't got it yet. So we're getting there. I'm going to move over here to now, madam. See, the thing is, when you go to a concert, not saying this is a concert, but you never stand at the front. What's your name?
Janet.
Janet. Where are you from, Janet?
Somerset.
You sure? Oh. Somerset?
Yeah.
And I thought I had a long journey. Did you come on a coach or a bus or something? Or
No,
drive?
we came by car.
You came by car, private jet. Is this your daughter?
Yes.
Did she drive?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Now, do you have a brother ScanNCut?
Yes.
And how are you getting on with it?
Very well.
Yeah, you love it. How long have you had yours?
2 years.
2 years. Now, were you a electronic cutting type technology person when you bought it?
No.
What made you buy your brother ScanNCut?
No.
Yeah, all right. So I know you were bullied, but in a nice way. What's your favourite thing you love about it?
I just love the cutting out. And
Playing.
Playing.
Now, what would you say to someone who's sitting there on Facebook Live right now, looking at that link, thinking, should I buy it? What would you say to them?
Definitely buy it.
Go for it?
Go for it.
Good value for money?
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'm going back up there now. Can you give me a hand? Thank you. She nearly gave me more than a hand there. Did you see that? Blimey. You have to have decent big hands, I tell you.
Right, so announcement. Wednesday and Thursday next week, we are launching our Christmas Cutting Craftorium on Wednesday and our Tattered Lace Christmas USB on Thursday. Ooh, did you hear that then? Did you hear that?
Who'll be watching with Christmas? People go like, Christmas in June. The thing is...
These are the only Christmas ones we're doing.
But if you don't do Christmas now, when you get to Christmas, it's too late.
Yep.
That's the thing.
And I have to say, they're both amazing.
Are they?
Yeah, really amazing.
I can't believe you said that. It's a secret.
Sorry, it's not now. It's out there now. Right, so, what are they going to do now? So now we've got our Dean with the perforation line down the middle.
Dean. That's a northern thing, isn't it?
Dean. So what I did with the perforation line is I made sure that it didn't go right to the ends. So it stayed within the letters. So that when you fold it, it doesn't split at the end. But because you've got a perforation line built in here, you can do that with the shape cards.
Beautiful. So that could be, imagine those at kids' parties and things. You know, because we've got Georgie's party next week. You know, Georgie's 5. And I met 30 of them. You know, you send that invite, say, oh, we'll only get a few back. Every single one. Yeah, we'll go. Oh. So I thought a name for every single person at the party would be amazing at a party,
Write
wouldn't
me a
it?
list.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in next week. Write me a list. When's his birthday party?
Saturday week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow week.
Yeah, write me a list. Wow.
I've got to dress up as a dinosaur. So what do you think it'll be? Do you think he saw us? One eye. So got any ideas? You've got any ideas? What dinosaur should I be? What should I be?
Diplodocus diploda.
Tyrannosaurus Rex? I could do that, can I? What? Or should I be a vegetarian? Brontosaurus. What? It's a bit camp, isn't it, that Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh, growl. Growl. Peel us a grape.
Oh my God, I have to work with this all the time. Right, any questions?
Oh, any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, some gentlemen.
I'll go to the front. Hang on.
Go rogue.
What's your name?
Shirley.
Shirley, what's your question?
Can you cut glitter card?
You can, as long as it doesn't shed. So as long as it's like an encapsulated or a smooth glitter, yeah, you just don't want glitter getting inside the machine. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. So that's
Yeah,
the thing. I don't think the question for the man who hasn't got his yet.
It's the scanning mat.
Yes.
Is the scanning mat separate, or is it actually the cutting mat?
No,
if you get marks on the cutting mat, would that affect the scanning?
Yes, so your cutting mat is made for cutting and you get that in your box with your CM300.
Right.
Because it's a 300 DPI scanner built into the machine, if you put a shape on a cutting mat that's been used for a while, it will find the shape, but it'll also find all the little cut lines.
So do you have to have a special
your scanning
cutting
mat? Your scanning mat you can get, it's not sticky, and the machine actually won't even allow you to cut on it.
Right.
You can scan in because it's a clean background.
So I've got to buy one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're here today on a very special price.
They are.
Get them today. Right. Any other
Absolutely.
questions? Any other questions? Anyone? Anyone? No? No?
If you're doing a direct cut,
Yes.
how can you scan it on your scanning mat? And
You
still-
can't.
Right, that's...
So if you're doing a direct cut, you're putting a piece of,
Yeah,
you're probably
that's
putting a
what I
bigger
thought.
piece over the top, but you've got drag arrows so you can contain it.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something
That's
like a
what I
tattered
did.
lace die cut, so if you've manually cut out a die, tattered lace die cut, you need your scanning mat. Because if you put it on your cutting mat, it'll read the images,
Yeah.
but it'll find all the cut lines. But direct cut is only on your cutting
Right.
mat. Yeah, your scanning mat won't allow you to do that.
How very, very interesting. Any more questions? Random questions about anything? Brother ScanNCut, forget that. Any questions at all about anything? No, nothing. How many minutes we got, Craig? I've had 25 minutes. Basically what he's saying is get off. That's code, because normally you got 3 minutes left. When he writes you've had 25 minutes means Dean, get off. So, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, lad. Come on. Get up.
Do you know what? I'm an health.
Do you know what? You
do you
could
know
have
what?
split
I'm a health and
trousers again
safety
then.
nightmare for this lot. Trust me. Oh, I think I've done something there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Back
to
in the
Facebook.
room.
I've been down in the crowd again. We're going to do lots of these throughout the day, so I'll put this down.
Yeah.
We do lots of these throughout the day today. Melly's going to be back. We've also got some fabulous bits and pieces. I think Anne-Marie's going to be here as
Yep.
well.
There
And
she
you're
is.
back later on. Anne-Marie later. Anne-Marie later, yeah. Don't forget, if you'd like to go and buy me food, you can do that and bring it back. If you'd like to
Cake,
watch this,
chocolate.
remember, stay tuned to Facebook, because this really now is what it's all about. It's about bringing these live shows to the people that probably couldn't make it down here today to be involved, but we'd love to see you. So if you can get to Bolton, stay with Facebook all day today, and remember there's those links. So if you want to buy something, you don't even have to go to the website, just push the link,
Absolutely.
takes you straight there, and you'll be able to get yourself
go and buy your
flexi.
goodie bag.
And yes, if you are in here,
Go and buy a goodie
buy
bag.
a goodie bag. They're the biggest we've done for a long time, and there's only a few to go round. And please, please, please grab one. They're £20. The girls have been busy since the minute we opened at 10 this morning. Melly, as always, thank you, my darling.
My pleasure.
And you're going to carry on with
I'm
your
back over
little
there now.
your little seat over
Yeah,
there.
little seat.
What I'm going to say is going to sign off now. Stay tuned. And remember, of course, Crafting Craft is still live right the way throughout the day, but we're going to be here bringing as much news as we possibly can from Bolton right the way through the weekend today and tomorrow. So I hope you can stay with us. Can we get a round of applause for Melly? Because she's been great, she as always. And a round of applause for you as well for being
Absolutely.
great. And
Mr. Wilson.
I'm going to go and get a bit of cake. Listen, stay tuned. You're watching Crafting Craft.